Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube Roto. Everyone's enjoying themselves today. Happy Sunday. Now, I'll let you guys know, I did another video. I recorded it last night after I was done work. I was beat. I was exhausted. And I rambled and I talked about random stuff. And I just didn't like my dialogue. So I scrapped it. And I decided to try to record it this morning. We did get a couple things. I got the hang glider and the boat. And a little bit extra gear. So we've got our hands are now done, our shoulders are now done, and we got a new necklace. Weapons the same that we had. So we are now blue and green. We're getting there. Nothing too terribly fascinating or anything. You know, we're just wandering. It's what I do. This is what we do at the beginning of the game is you just wander. We are going to head over here. We're going to go wander this line and go down towards that. So if I go to... Come on. Game. Cooperate with me. Wow. I'm going to go over here. There we go. Oh, yeah. The joys of one key binds them all. Wow. Phlegm this morning. I just had a little bit of my oatmeal. I tell you, I love my oatmeal. I make this overnight oatmeal thing, and it's been delightful. I've been making it, well, when I was vegan, I started making this, and the ingredients in the United States are a little different than Canadian. You know, not tons of differences, but just enough. The cocoa's not nearly as, I didn't get as rich a cocoa here. I just kind of got a generic one. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just not perfect. So I've added like peanut butter into the mix with the cocoa. And what it is, basically, I guess I could just bring that into clarity. You take oatmeal. What I do is I mash up a banana. I add chia seeds and a little bit of sugar or honey or agave syrup, whatever I've got. Just a little bit, just to bring out more sweetness. Cocoa, oats, and oat milk or almond milk, whatever I have. Any vegetable milk is what I use. I'm lactose intolerant, so it's always going to be some kind of non-dairy product. And that's basically what I ate for over a year for breakfast when I was living in Florida. And the cocoa was rich enough, and the almond milk that I had was rich, and it worked really well. So I moved to Canada. The cocoa I got is not nearly as flavorful. Not bad, but it doesn't have the same richness. So I've been adding peanut butter to it lately. And the weird thing is like I've been getting this all-natural peanut butter. I've been getting it at Walmart of all places. And it's like $3 for a bottle of it. And like regular peanut butter was like $4 or $5. And it's all the sugar and all the other crap in it. So I'm like, I'm just going to get the natural stuff. And like there's always tons of it available. And I went in last week and it was gone. They didn't have any in stock. So I got regular peanut butter, and I just don't like it. I just don't like the sugar in it. It's fine to eat on, like, breads and things. I just don't like it in my oatmeal. So I made it this morning without the peanut butter, and I hate it. I literally hate it. But I don't think it's just the lack of peanut butter. It's the milk I got. I got a almond milk with coconut in it, and it's got a real coconut flavor. Which raw, without putting it in anything, is actually not bad. Like I don't dislike the product on its own, but putting it in things or cooking or making things with it, it's garbage. I made mac and cheese the other day, you know, just the store-bought kind, and sure enough, it was just it tasted weird. Like, I was like, did I do something wrong? And I realized that, no, you didn't do anything wrong. You're just using a different milk. And the coconut made it kind of taste a bit like goat's milk, which was really weird. And then even today, put it in with the oatmeal, my oatmeal, and sure enough, it's got a wonky taste to it. So I'm just not happy. So I've got to go out this week and get more peanut butter. And even if I have to just suck it up and spend the extra money on the expensive, the all natural peanut butter, I'm gonna have to do it because I just don't like regular plain old peanut butter anymore. I don't like sugar in my peanut butter. I think it's just me. I like the flavor and the taste of regular nuts, man. I got it. I'm a nutty kind of guy. But speaking of that kind of stuff and cooking, if you guys have been paying attention to the vlog, I've been having some issues. And it all stems, it all stems from the fact that the way that the pandemic has affected things here. Some of the things that I want to do, I'm unable to. Places I'm trying to go to are either in disrepair or the restaurants are no longer doing things. So kind of like trying to scramble and figure out new things to do. There's not a whole lot of places that I can visit. That's one of the things that I'm running into because of where I'm at. I need to take transit to go to, see any other things that would be, doable. I'm not comfortable to go on public transit yet. The subway system, I just don't trust. I don't trust buses. I just don't trust people in general at the moment. So I'm like, walking is where my comfort level is. So I go to places that I can walk to. Well, I'm limited on that. So, and again, this is all my own failings. Like I understand this. I completely own it. But I have to make a change somehow and do something. So I'm going to do some cooking bits that I'm comfortable with. I'm going to, wander around and find a park, have a sit down talk and stuff. Armor was mentioning that to me. He goes, why do you always have to walk? Why can't you sit down? I'm like, there's no reason. It's just been my comfort level, where I'm at. So I think I found a place that was nice. I can sit down and kind of have a gab and bring up some topics and do that. I'm going to try that this week. Create another amulet. Well, I have gold, so we're good. But yeah, so that's going to be kind of part of it. I've got all the supplies. I need to get a couple of little bits and bobs for the cooking channel side of things. So that's going to be off this week. I'm going to work on that. And then the big one for me that I want to work on is I mentioned I picked up a laptop recently. And you guys may be familiar with the fact that I'm always a gadget kind of guy. I always pick up odds and sods and little things, and I like technology. So my thoughts is that I'm not going to review them. I'm going to talk about them and have like a little video just kind of explaining how I can use the tech that I have and why I pick it up and that kind of stuff, and just kind of go over some of the specs and some of the different thoughts and processes that I have for why I would want to use these things. Everybody that does review stuff, and I don't want to review things. I don't think an opinion of mine matters. I don't mind talking about what it has and what it's capable of doing, but I don't think that my opinion actually matters to try to influence people to purchase things. I don't agree with that process. Never have. It's like I tend to like the folks that don't necessarily just review, but show off what it does and just kind of go over what it's capable of doing. And that's kind of more of my style. I also want to talk technology every week. So I used to have a podcast that we did back in the day, and I've taken a break from it for a couple of years now, and I miss talking about tech. I thought I could kind of incorporate it into here, and it's not feasible. It's not a doable thing. Yeah, and that was blocked, as you guys can see, so I figured there's no purpose in going in there. So yeah, I want to put together something where I talk about the news and the technology throughout the course of the week, like the things that I've noticed or stories that I think are interesting, those kind of things, and then just kind of have like a talking head video thing of tech. I think for me, I don't know how engaging it'll be for everybody else, but for me, it's going to be fun to do. So I'm in. Okay, you guys need to go to hell. So the thoughts is have 1 or 2 cooking videos a week, have 1 tech video a week, and have and a vlog. Sorry, I was trying to think what was the things I was looking at. So yeah, oh Jesus, you guys wrecked my day. So yeah, kind of changing things up a little bit. Not huge, not like major changes for me, but I need to expand out. I mentioned previously that I think putting all my eggs in one basket, not per se, just in this channel or just in doing gaming, I can't see that being long term for me. And again, I'm not quitting this. This is always going to be something I do. But I cannot see that this being the only thing I do. I've been enjoying the vlogging and I'm enjoying other things way too much to just focus on that. What's going on here? Why can I not do this? And I need to expand out. I need to, for my own sanity, basically. Okay, what's going on? Why is this guy's... You just wrecked my pet? Oh, God. Okay, that was a lesson in futility. Wow. Where are we? Ancient ruins. I guess we could go do the mount. That's something that's green and doable because we are green and blue. That will give us an upgraded. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, channel changes slightly. You know, new games will pop in, new things will pop in. We'll do things. I'll stop doing some things. You know, that kind of stuff. The typical what happens whenever you have a YouTube channel. But my secondary channel will become active this week or next. Like I said, I've already got the things planned out. Just got to start the filming and seeing how long it takes me to not only film it, but to edit it and make it look good is the intention for that. And then a vlog this week. And then I'm going to do the Talking Head laptop thing. Not a review. Look at, introspective on why I purchase things. And then, yeah, so it's going to be a busy week for me. Also was talking with War yesterday, and he's been doing Minecraft for, about a month and a half. He's been doing this big, huge mod pack with a friend of ours, Mark. And they've been enjoying the hell out of it. And so that's been his thing. Now, War and I streamed and gamed together for years now, as well as Armor. But you guys, if you're new to the channel, you don't really know who War is. We've done a lot of Deep Rock Galactic and those kind of things together. Over the Steam Summer Sale, he actually ended up picking a game up that I was hoping one of my friends would pick up, and that was Satisfactory. It's a game that I've enjoyed a lot, but I haven't had time to devote to playing it because of the fact that it's a grind, and I don't have the energy to put into it by myself right now. But playing a multiplayer with a friend, I'm all in. And so we're going to try to schedule streams, doing 5-6 hours at a time, once or twice a week. So I think that'd be kind of fun. I know it would be kind of fun because I enjoy gaming. I enjoy hanging out with War. So, and plus, his take on this kind of game will be interesting because he's been playing a bunch. Oh, geez, Louise. Why do these guys get this last bit of energy in the death throes that just decimate you? Okay. This is not fun. Being on the side of a cliff with this is like very awkward. But we'll do it. So yeah, that's going to be a thing coming up, potentially. We talked about it last night. We may be doing it this week, maybe even doing it today or tomorrow. We're going to try it out and see how it goes. I'll take the videos from Twitch and cut them up and make them into videos for here. I think I've done that in the past and it works out quite well. Did I get all of them? No, there's still one more over there. Jerk. So yeah, that's kind of a thought. Some of the things that we're doing. Horizon Zero Dawn, I've been recording. I got 9 episodes of that already made up. It's going to be taking over for Grounded, I do believe. I also hit a wall with Destroy All Humans that I was just kind of like frustrated. I will see if I can go past it. I'm going to do my best. Dude, who else is here? Is there a key for you? There should not be a key. Is there another one of these dudes up here? I really hate when these things don't trigger properly. Aha, there he is. Of course, there's a jerk hidden underneath a tree. Oh, look. Now he can teleport in. Now he can do what he's supposed to do. Well, that did a little bit of damage to him. There we go. Oh, of course. Drink your potion, you jerk. Wow, he did a lot of potioning. Gave about a quarter of his health back. Can you please go away? Thank you. I wish our pets could pick up stuff. You know, that they're right there fighting. You know, they can grab some of the bits for us. It'd be delightful. Hey, look at that. Are you kidding me? Why in the hell is all I'm getting? I swear to God. Shoulder armor and amulets. Like, I literally, that's what I've been getting. This is such a crapshoot, this game. You never know what you're going to get, and it's hardly ever what you actually need. Let's continue on this way. Yeah, there's... Trying to see, maybe not. Not a whole lot of stuff here. Yeah, let's head that way anyway and see what we can find. Let's hop on our steed. So yeah, life has been really busy too as of late. The new work dynamic again, like, you know, I don't hate having a job at all. I'm kind of tired of working for folks. It's kind of part of my new push to change. So if you guys are wondering like why I'm, you know, trying to branch out and do like, you know, tech and cooking and, you know, food and stuff, these are all interests of mine. It's all stuff that I enjoy. Gaming is another one. I also like to draw. I mean, I've got a multitude of interests in my life. I seem a little scatterbrained at times because of it, but it's all part of my personality. And it's kind of... I got a personality test done years ago. And they tend to, you know, help you try to find, you know, where you could go. And when it was done, my parents sent me to a psychologist or a shrink or whatever it was when I was younger, when I was in university, because I hadn't picked a major. Well, I'd picked a major, but I don't think my dad liked the major that I picked. And he thought that I was scatterbrained, which I can tend to be at times. But he wanted me to have the psychology, you know, these battery of tests done to see what my aptitudes were and all that kind of bullshit. And then included an IQ test and all the other, you know, rigmarole that goes along with it, which is fine. I didn't mind doing it because, like, I thought it'd be interesting to find out more. Like, at the time, my girlfriend was studying psychology, so I kind of had an interest in seeing what it was all about. Like, at the point, I didn't think I needed therapy or anything. Obviously, I've never had it to this point. I'm considering some of it, but that's just on my own end. But yeah, I mean, I had this whole battery of tests that were done. You know, I have an exceptionally high IQ, which is fun. I mean, I enjoy having a big IQ. Great, lovely. But this other test kind of showed where my aptitudes were. Like if you were more left or right hemisphere with your brain, with how you think. And lo and behold, as weird as it was, she found out that I was 99th percentile in both left and right hemispheres, which means that I don't focus on one half of my brain, that I tend to be logical and creative at the same time. So that's why my interest in numbers and statistics and all that, and then as well as arts, all kind of coincide. And she basically said to me that I could accomplish and do anything I want, you know, go in any field, go in any direction I want to, that I'm capable of handling it, but that if I don't keep challenged, I'll get bored and I'll quit quickly, because it's like I'll need that challenge in my life. And she was dead on, and it had been, because like that was something that I'd been dealing with since I was a kid, because like I do tend to get bored. You know, if something does not enrapture me, I'm out. And that happens with video games. It happens with everything. So we're going to go right around here, right? Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay, we're good. So yeah. So that's why I get so scatterbrained with things that I want to do here, and not necessarily just on this channel. Like I will happily start multiple channels to, you know, to ply my trade on. I've had a couple of other things that I've done that I've kind of kept my mouth shut about and tested the waters with, and you know, shuttered it and said, nah, this is not my thing. And I've made hundreds of extra videos of different things that I've been interested in and just never really enjoyed either the process of making the videos or enjoyed the videos that I ended up making. and I ended up scrapping a lot of that stuff. So I've got, like, it's not like this is a brand new thing. It's something that I've been kicking around the idea of doing for quite some time. The only new aspect of it is that I'm announcing what I'm doing, and that gives me that push to say, well, you opened your big fucking mouth about it, Rivet. You're going to actually have to stand up and, you know, follow through with it. And that's, I'm okay with that. You know, I need to branch out. I'm kind of tired of my current state. You know, I don't get the joy out of my current job as I would hope at this time in my life. And I got to look at that too. I'm 52. Do I think that this is the, you know, final thing for me? And I'm not giving up on it. Far from it. And I'm going to still do my absolute best at work to, you know, to excel and, you know, get promotions in the whole thing that I do. But I'm going to also throw my hat in the ring for this kind of stuff. Because I like being creative. I like drawing. I like video making. I like, you know, like the technology. I like cooking. I like all of it. You know, I could end up doing tutorials on how to use the graphics program or why I use the tablet. It's like my interests are, like I said, are all over the place. And, you know, the things that I like to watch on YouTube, I can kind of emulate a little bit, you know, and just kind of do more stuff. I'm kind of feeling I'm tapped in this area. But here, what's in here? This looks like a great big empty space for no reason. Let's pop in here. And then we'll head the other direction. I can't see directions again. I moved my stupid. I keep on changing things for my my capture software, and I keep on making changes to it to where it's going to be, and it inevitably gets in the way of one of my video games, and it's a pain in the butt. But I have to have the template there so I can see what my FPS and stuff is, but it's just so dark. I can't see around it. I think I need to put it in a different spot. I'll figure it out. Where are we going? So we're going to go that direction first. Let's do it. Let's see if our little treasure spirit pops up and gives us any hints and things. So yeah, I also got really negative yesterday, and it's been it stems from work, and I think that I'm going to just kind of touch base on it. I work customer service, you know, and it's not, I'm not do general. I'm kind of like tier 2 customer support stuff. So whenever, if something happens with the, you know, delivery or something with a product, and I'm the one that has to review the case and, you know, talk to the folks and try to find solutions to get things remedied. It's not, you know, it's not terribly taxing or anything. It's just, and I've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it in the past. I enjoy the company I work for. I like them a lot. I've been, you know, a fan of the company for quite a few years. So, and I don't hate it. But in the current state of affairs, it has become something different because of the weight of the world, basically, on some folks. Some people, you can get a definite sense of people that grasp the severity of it, and you get some folks that people react differently, I think, is what I'm trying to get to. Is like some people that are scared get abusive, some people that are, you know, they get angry, and there's a whole multitude of different, you know, responses that people have to trying times. And I'm, in one sense, I'm happy that I'm doing what I'm doing, so I get a better sense of it. But in the other side of it is the sheer amount of abuse that we have to endure for some people that are just so single-minded. And it's not just me that sees this. Like, this is a thing. Look at this, more shoulder armor. Oh my God. But it's indicative. I mean, you can talk to anybody that works service industry right now, and they're feeling it. And I'm not trying to state that this is like an American thing. I happen to work for a company that deals with a lot of, like, I work for a company that we have a lot of American clients and stuff, and that's what I'm dealing with. And it's not that. It happens here too. We have the same fear, but I just don't deal with it. I mean, those are not the calls I deal with every day. Sometimes it sneaks through. I'll get a Canadian call, but it's, majority of the time it's not. And the part about it that I find the most interesting, I'm going to go here and then let's do this, is the fact that people think that being aggressive and being abusive is how to get things you want or need. And I'm not giving I'm making up a scenario, and this is not an actual thing that has happened, so I'm not trying to emulate anything in my day to day, but just kind of get a sense of what I have to deal with. Is imagine you go to a store, you don't buy anything, you're unhappy with something about your experience, and then you call customer service and expect something free because you didn't enjoy your experience. You didn't get out of that experience what you thought you were going to. And for whatever reason, it could have been that, the things you were looking for were not available, or, you didn't like the layout of the store. And I'm not even kidding that these are, kind of scenarios that sometimes you encounter. And it could be anything. But it's just I don't understand how I personally couldn't call somebody and say, I didn't like this. If I purchased something and there was a problem with it and the company refused to fix it, then I'd be like, no, this needs to be remedied. And that, that I'm all for, Great, I'm just destroying nothing. If I called a company and, they're like, no, you're on your own, I would be like, yeah, no, I'm going to talk to somebody else. But if, they're offering you solutions and you're like, I don't like these solutions, I want you to do this instead, which is not something that is anybody ever does. It just, oh, look. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm getting at is it's silly, some of the things that people are demanding. I don't know if it's a current state of is it just how people are reacting to this? Is it fear and they're just lashing out and they're trying to find out what they can do? Or is this actually indicative of part of our society that, we've become, or a certain sector of it has become so entitled that they think that, everything should just be handed to them and free because that's, how it's supposed to be? Because I don't know. Did they just yell and scream? I put it to a temper tantrum for a 2-year-old. When my son was 2, or my sister or myself when they were 2, you throw a temper tantrum, you go, man, stop your feet, I want. And then your parents, they're just go to the corner and shut up. And, that's it. I'm not talking to you right now. You're being, this is not how you behave. And, you ignore a 2-year-old's temper tantrum, you talk to them about it and say this is unacceptable. And then you go about your business. And then eventually the 2-year-old shuts up. Or they don't, and you send them to the room and they cry themselves to, take a nap, whatever. But you don't cater to it. And I found that, I assume that these people have been catered to their entire lives. Or this is they think that this is, I'm scared, I'm angry, I want something to make me feel better. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm rambling because, like I said, I'm not trying to point fingers at being a certain area, being Americans. It could be North American trait. I don't deal with people from other countries either. Well, I do, kind of. I mean, we do have folks that are international that have moved to North America and stuff, but I don't get that sense from the majority of the folks that I talk to. There's just, and it's not everybody. It's just there's a certain number of cases every day where it's just you just kind of you just get done and you're just going, I have no idea how that conversation started and got to where it went. And at no point in my 30 years of working, how long? Yeah, 30 some odd years I've worked customer service or worked in the service industry. So I've been, working as a waiter, or as a bartender, the whole gambit, every aspect of this industry I have worked, it seems. And I've never encountered anything like I have over the course of the last few months. It's interesting. And like I said, I don't think it's indicative currently of like a broader mindset. I think this is just a reaction to the fear, and I think some people handle it better than others. It makes me endlessly proud of myself that, you know, I've been buying crap on Amazon like crazy, and you know, case in point, I had a package that was told it was delivered. It didn't get delivered, and I contacted Amazon and said, hey, you know, this, they said they've delivered this. They didn't. Turns out that it was delivered to the wrong building. The driver was able to remedy it, and so they basically what Amazon did is they got me the contact for the company that was doing delivery, because it wasn't listed in my record of sale. Usually you get saying, oh, it's going to be this company doing delivery, and I didn't have it. But I just got notification that it was delivered from Amazon, which it hadn't been. So they were good, and they said, okay, here's the company's phone number, give them a call and see what happened. Contacted them. Driver ended up, it was the wrong address. Not on my package. They delivered it to the wrong address because they had a picture of it at the front of the building, and I'm like, no, that's not my building. So the driver went back and got it, realized their mistake, and then came back and dropped it off to me. But you know, if that was one of my calls with one of these people, it wouldn't have been like a simple conversation of saying, hey, I didn't get it, you know, can you find out where it was? And you know, you have the conversations with real people, and you get things fixed, and you talk to folks, and you know, I think the whole thank you very much for, you know, retrieving that, thank you very much for answering my question, made a lot of difference in my conversation, because, you know, you have a polite person calling in trying to get something done with customer service. I didn't lose my cool, and to be honest, this is my laptop. This is like you know, $900 worth of my product that was supposed to have been delivered, and it was not here. And I was kind of going, oh God, that's a lot of money for me. What's going to happen? And even the guy at Amazon was like, hey, you know, if they didn't deliver it, we'll refund you and you can purchase it again, you know, that kind of thing. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, they can't do anything, you know, they couldn't order it for me, but, you know, it was a reasonable thing. It's like, no, don't worry about it, we've got you covered, type of thing. Which is the same thing I do in my job, you know. And so, like, I wasn't freaking out, and he wasn't freaking out, and it was good, and it was a good customer service interaction. So I will continue to purchase things with Amazon going forward, because hey, you know, this is what they do. They do things, you know, in a good way for me. Got no problems. But yeah, I'm not trying to bitch, not trying to moan. I'm just trying to point out that it's an interesting thing, and because of the amount of aggression that I have to deal with on a daily basis at work, it becomes frustrating. Makes it harder, makes it more difficult to actually, you know, when you sit there for 10 hours a day taking phone calls, and you know that, you know, 2 or 3 hours of your day is going to be spent dealing with people that are inconsolable, it makes it difficult. And that's just kind of where I'm at. It's like, that's, you know, part of my motivation at this point to get something else to kick and to, you know, to take off. You know, if it's my tech stuff, it's my vlog, if it's my cooking, or if it's all of it, I can focus more of my energy, more of my attention into it, and then get better at it. And then if it becomes something that I can do full time, where I don't have to put in the energy for somebody else, I would much rather invest in myself. I think that's just where it's at, you know. I can deal with things on my own and be happy doing my life. But yeah, I do love doing this. I love you guys. You know, it's been phenomenal the last 5.5 years I've been doing this on YouTube. If I hadn't have done this, I wouldn't be motivated to do more. And each and every person that watches these videos helps keep that motivation going, because it makes me feel like I can accomplish something. You know, 50 some odd years old playing video games, and I still love doing it. And I still love making videos for you guys on this channel. So that's not changing. It won't change. But I got to do more. I got to do more and more things. So with the limited time that I have currently with my work schedule, I'm just going to do what I can when I can. And I hope you guys understand, but I'll still be here. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is a song for all the Rivet